So today is day 3 of reading Too Good to Be True. So let's start. Okay. 7 April 2023. Avni. My professor broke her hip bone. Now I know it's sad, but hear me out. Being a law student was tough and tedious. And as much as I loved it, I did not like it as much on some days. I had swum through my bachelor's degree in law like a fish in the calmest pond. Easy. But my post graduation dreams sometimes got me feeling like I was in a seafood restaurant's live fish talk. Leaf fish tank. You know, the one everyone stares at before choosing the creature they want on their plate. Cooked in butter garlic sauce, exposed, nervous, strangely naked, and constantly in fear of being picked up and put in boiling water. Which is why, when I woke up this morning and found our uni group chat had been renamed Ismita broke her hipsita. I chuckled, apologized to the universe for my insensitive, then rejoiced at the thought that there would be no classes and that it was a Friday. I loved Friday at the bookstore. There were the designated days for a book club meet in the evening, and through it almost always got cancelled every week. Most of our regulars stopped by. The store buzzed with familiar faces and new ones. The cafe did great business from Friday through the weekend because we got many young college couples looking for a quiet corner to meet in. On these days, Martin brought out his big guns, eclairs, croissants, homemade mustard and ham sandwiches, and Friday faludas. The whole show. And then once we downed the shutters, there command, commenced a secret happy hour that nobody knew about. Not even Ria's dad. Martin transitioned from baker to bartender and served up delicious cocktails named Bloody Mary Poppins and Rudyard Tripling, Maya, our friend who joined us at the bookstore whenever she got a break from her design studio, usually spent the Friday happy hour with us, and we rang the weekend in with music, creepy dancing, and several drunken sounds of Cards Against Humanity, the Hogwarts pack. Utterly content at a being gifted an extra free day, I decided to sleep in and get to work a little late that day. I took a long shower, finished reading the novel I would picked up earlier in the week, fantasized a little about the hero and called for breakfast from Anna's tapri downstairs. Santatai and I worked on my compost pit and spent some time gardening and bitching about her sister-in-law. I would never met her. But by the end of the conversation, I was positive and I hated her. And after all of this, I still had 30 minutes before I left for the bookstore. The store was at 20 minutes walk, but a 30-minute taxi ride from home. If that is not Mumbai traffic in a nutshell, I don't know what is. A happy morning came to a standstill when I found myself lounging on my balcony swing chair with Instagram open on my phone and my finger hovering over the search bar. Hmm. How do you stalk people when you don't know their name? Had not my phone heard me talking to him? Why hadn't it suggested his Instagram account to me yet? Where was that creepy feature when you needed it? Why are you trying to find him on Instagram, Avni? I want to apologize. An Instagram apology? That's just lousy. So should I apologize in a person? Yes. That way you get to sniff. Meet him again. Isn't that too much? I mean, you could invite him tonight. Happy hour at bookstore. I don't know his name. Remember, how do I find him? I have two words for you. Customer register. I hate how I make a convincing argument. I should be a lawyer. About an hour later, I walked into the bookstore with a spring in my step and the voice in my head screaming, Stalker. Martin sat at the billing counter while Ria animatedly chatted with him with croissant in her hand. No crumbs on the counter, friends, I yelled. Mom's here, they yelled back in unison. I went over to hug Ria and paused when I noticed that she was wearing makeup. Looks like we are accidentally going to run into Dhruv at the happy hour later tonight. I puckered up my lips and kissed the air dramatically as Ria made a face. I threw my bag over the counter and headed to the coffee machine, for a cappuccino. Martin was usually very strict about anyone touching the machine, but on Friday he let us make our own coffees. I was waiting for the mug to fill when, hi, don't duck. I turned around like I would hear someone cock a gun behind my back. Slow and careful, taking in every inch of the cafe as my eyes panned across it too, finally locked into a pair of gorgeous brown ones. Blue shirt, casual blazer, and trouser, spotless shoes, and a leather laptop case in one hand. Oh, hey, it's you. Who is the poor customer? He said. Excuse me? Whose coffee did you just poison? I pursed my lips to hide a smile. So did he. He dimples. I'm Avni. I held out my hand. He took it. Hi, Avni. Strong hands and long fingers, warm hands, soft palm. Skin touching, still didn't have a name. So you are barista too? He asked. No, I just handle the billing counter, but I'll get Martin for you. You can place your order with him. I felt a stranger warmth on my cheeks. Martin. I yelled louder than I needed to, startling myself and cracking voice a little. Martin dragged himself over like his feet were chained to concrete blocks. After 100 years, when he finally completed his long journey of 5 steps and arrived at the cafe counter, he stood playing eyeball tennis between rude, hot guy. I really need a name here, and me. I cleared my throat and broke the silence. So, coffee? What name should Martin write on your cup? Look at you being James Bond, Avni. We are not Starbucks. Calm down. And there is literally no other customer at the cafe. And look at Martin being annoying. I turned to give Martin the most sinister I will remember that smile, made a mental note to step on his new white Converse shoes the first chance I got and started walking towards my seat at the billing counter. Aman. I stopped and turned again slowly. What's with the theatrics? Sorry, I'm Aman. He smiled. Aman. Aman Raina. Nice to meet you, Aman Raina. See you around. I smiled, showing more teeth than I have in my mouth. Turned around and continued walking. Aman Raina. Let's the stalking begin. तो यहाँ पे थर्ड चैप्टर ख़त्म होता है. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलते हैं. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.